Here we are, we have the two players here. It's Moon from South Korea, of course. Unfortunately, that graphic is still wrong. Versus Yumiko, one of the best results that Yumiko has achieved in recent history.
Yeah, it's true. We've been missing him quite a bit lately in the offline performances at the LAN, as we like to call them. But here online, maybe it's once again time for him to shine. Might this be another NWL for Yumiko, which has been very successful for him in the past? He has really been out of the limelight for a while, but maybe he's going to make it back. Yesterday, we saw him taking out WFZ in pretty strong fashion, and that with an MK first. That is another thing that we have to keep an eye out here. What are the first heroes going to be?
That is the interesting question, especially for Moon, but he's not opening up with the neutral hero build order, which he usually does with the AP push. We have seen Beastmasters, Pandas, Dark Rangers, basically everything, but now that when there's a lot of money on the line, boom! Demon Hunter.
I did not think this was gonna happen, and certainly was hoping for other hero choices, but yeah, we're going super cookie cutter. We're going AM against Demon Hunter. And most likely, fast expansion by the human, and the question is the Night Elf meta still revolving around crushing that expo on tier 1? Or are they now, once again, more open to the counter-expand approach?
That's gonna be the answer here. Terranas Stand is the first map of 3. Whoever wins 2 maps is in the grand final, where Focus is waiting. There's a lot of money on the line, so everybody wants to go to that best of 5 final. Moon starting his creep, obviously, at the engine, with the Engine of War towards the laboratory with the Renegade. Was a very conservative play in general from him.
I like it though. Look at Yumiko scouting. Unlike the humans usually do, he was going there to harass with Footy and Peasant at the same time. That would have been so much pressure, but it seems like Moon knew about this, so he changes up his creep route, not wanting to get punished there. We saw a few weeks before how we were amazed that despite the pressure coming, the Niles were making it work with the Warden, but with Footy or Peasant Militia and Footy both, that might be a little too much. And yeah, now Moon is playing it very, very safe. He's gonna get his level 2 here. And the question is, when is Yumi gonna go for his expo?
Indeed, good question. Yesterday it was so freaking late against WFC. That was a different matchup though. Maybe he has different ideas against Night Elf. But that was one of the latest expansions that I've ever seen in competitive Warcraft and Human versus Undead. And he made it work, so I think we can't question him, but again, it's going to be very late. He's starting with his laboratory on his own. Very good item drops here with the Mantle of Intelligence and the Circlet. And he's going for the Sasquatch first, so no expansion as the 3rd creep squad, which would be the usual take. But he wants to go level 3 before starting the creep on the expansion.
And I think that's a good idea. With this tier 1 Hunts pressure, we saw how important it is to have a good AM. Level 3 is mandatory, and level 4 is even better. But with this, of course, he is significantly delaying his expo. Demon Hunter keeps on creeping here. One of the little camps finds a very nice item with the Slippers of Agility. Is Yumi gonna go for the Merc camp and then the expansion? That would be extremely late. As you said, something that he showed yesterday that he's not, you know, too afraid to do, however. But as you also said, this is a different matchup. So I think this should now finally be the expo. Yeah. Or is he really gonna make a pit stop here? No, he's gonna ignore the Merc camp. Speaking of which, we already have one Shadow Priest for Moon, but he's far out of position to do anything. Uh-oh, can he enter the main? Oh no, Yumi, did you forget to block your main base? Oh no.
And now the floodgates are open. Have fun with that. Immolation by Moon. The Arcane Tower only 75% done. And this is so much pressure. He's trying to do damage there. But of course everything takes damage from the area of effect of Immolation. And the right clicks, they are massive. He's trying to block the exit now. Was it a trap? Was it on purpose? I don't think so. The losses are massive. He's microing well, saving a lot of peasants here. But of course casualties are... yeah, you can't circumvent them. In the meantime...
crippling damage. No income at the moment for Yumi. He can only dream of a fast expo here. The peasants have to come back from the north with gold sacks on their back, as their brethren in the main are currently providing no income at all. And what does Yumi do now? He wants to flick the switch. He wants to be aggressive himself, and he wants to force the Night Elf to defend to get safety back at home. How is Moon gonna defend?
With the town portal he is, and a few mercenaries, as you said, Shadow Priest. He added a Berserker now as well. Is it enough? Moon Juice, super important. He keeps that Moon well alive, otherwise he would be supply stuck. And he is at tier 2, so that would be the cancellation of the second hero, but that's why he's preparing so fast. Detonate on that Archmage as well. There's no third Water Elemental, second Water Elemental now. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter. More and more Dispel coming out, so these Water Elementals won't do that much. But as you can see in the bottom left, the Huntress Soul is only 50% up. That might be a huge chance for Yumiko to delay Moon's tech tree.
Those Night Elves, man. Imagine if he had lures coming up somewhere now, but they're gonna be delayed. In the middle, we see the second hero. That is a Panda. No surprise here. I think not a single unit has died yet in this main base. As we can see, no corpses laying anywhere, but these two Shadow Priests certainly looking to be in trouble. Boots of Speed are on the AM, and the Demon Hunter, the Archmage, needs to be very careful. Only at 60 HP here. Mana Burn will not be good enough, but with a Breath of Fire plus Burn, he needs to be very careful.
Good movement by Yumiko, moving to the shop. I thought he would go for a staff, but no, Boots, of course, in the long run, the better choice. The Breath of Fire was nice. He hit all the heroes. Well, all the units, I'm sorry. But it's only level 1, so they are quite healthy still. The Huntress Hall is up, so where can Moon find some space for the Ancient of Lore? There is a shop in the bottom, but that's about it. Archmage TPing out now, too much damage from the range.
This is such a rough spot for Yumiko. The Expo still didn't come up because of all the damage he took. He doesn't have a shop anywhere. He doesn't have even 50 HP to work with. It's not daytime yet, so he can't get the safety zeppelin. But an immolation surround, or a surround on the immolating Demon Hunter, is that the best idea though? Yumiko, is that really what you want to do? Because that's going to be coming Breath of Fire as well, and that is just way too much burn damage. These fullies don't have fire resistance, and they're all just dying. And this is looking, yeah, like Yumiko giving up already.
Oh my god. What a slaughter! That was really hard to watch, man. It was kind of a Hail Mary. But damn.
And you remember how we were concerned and worried about the humans losing after 7 minutes with a siege? Now they lose even earlier.
That's true. That everything went wrong in this game for Yumi, I mean.
Yeah, and we've seen this before, like the harassment in the main base with, you know, immolation, but usually you have to staff onto a Wisp. But he didn't even have to do that. Didn't even have to buy the staff. His Archer and Shadow Priest were able to help in that aggression. And I think that's a very solid strat on TS, especially with the expansion, because you always take the one further away, being so far away from your main base. Yeah. And that's something that Moon has shown over and over that he likes to do. So every human out there needs to keep in mind, when you expand, you have to keep your expo safe and your main base safe. And that is so many threats coming your way.
That is one of the worst outcome that Yumiko could have imagined in this. I mean, what a mistake not blocking that base. How is that even possible on this level of play? Yeah. That was just an invitation to Moon. Like, okay, here, I hand you my ass, whip it.
To be honest, though, I don't think that's going to be like the solving of the issue. Because if it's blocked, then he can just buy a telestaff, staff onto Wisp or Shadow Priest who's walking in there. And then the AM is still incredibly far away. Yeah. And I don't know. How do you deal with that? Maybe leave 2-3 footies in the base? Is that good enough? The thing is, the Expo is extremely easy to take on Terranas, so you don't really need footies. I think that's what you have to do. Yeah. I think you have to leave a couple of footies in the main.
Agree. Next map is gonna be Echo Isles. We have an issue with the colors at the moment. Yeah, that will be solved soon, I guess. I hope. Dark green is really bad. I don't think they will go with this. Some observer has the blue color, as it seems.
It's so funny how amazing of a job NetEase is doing, but this little inconvenience still has not been fixed.
Well, I think
after 2 years.
It's not an issue with the server, it's like an issue with the organizers. If they would host the game and invite the players first, then they have color choice. And then invite the observers and everything is fine.
That is true. But still, I mean, observers should not take up slots, to be fair.
True.
It's the second one from the bottom who's blue.
Okay. Should be possible now. Yeah, people are speaking of my shirt that I'm wearing today. I got that today from China, actually. Chadwin and a friend created this, and he sent one to me. Actually, he sent a few of them to me, and I will bring.
Even see it yet? Wait a minute.
It's quite nice. I will bring some to GCS. And
Does it have a penguin on itself?
No, man, that would be even better.
Too bad.
But it's the second best that I could hope for. I will bring like 3 of them to GCS and get them signed, and then a few of you have the chance to win that shirt. Those shirts.
That's gonna be awesome.
And of course,
almost as awesome as the first resub of the day by Ref Mark Ott 89. I hope I said that right. Yeah, with a 10-month resub. Thank you very much, man. With our last cast here before China, I hope you're enjoying the show. This is our best of 3 to start the day, and then best of 5. The winner against Focus to decide who wins.
Indeed. People are asking, when do you go to Shanghai? We go tomorrow. My flight is at 3, and I will meet you at 5, I guess. I'm flying from Hamburg to Frankfurt. Gonna meet you there. Yep. And yeah, then on Saturday we arrive in Shanghai. Have a nice day. On Sunday is the test day, where I hope everything works. We do have an audio backup this time in Germany, who will help us with the settings. So we're improving almost every single time. But yeah, hopefully this is better than last time when the audio crapped out when we were too loud. This will be prevented, hopefully.
Yep, and we have to pray to the esports gods and hope that the connection stays stable.
Yeah.
Because it's something that unfortunately is out of our control, but it wasn't too bad, I guess, last time. We've had other experiences at WCG in the past.
Hi, WCA. Oh yeah, speaking of WCG.
WCA, I mean, yeah.
Speaking of WCG, there was this huge announcement yesterday that WCG is back in 2018, happening in Thailand.
Yeah. I am very, very, very cautious with getting my hopes up. I'm gonna make a gamer analogy here. I think having high hopes for WCG is much riskier than having high hopes for No Man's Sky. That tournament has messed up so much in the past, and as I understand it, they're focusing way more on mobile games. So nostalgia may be what nostalgia is, but, you know, I'm not getting my hopes up, man. Not again.
The logo was awesome, wasn't it?
Jesus Christ.
But man, Samsung is sponsoring it, so I hope they have they still have a heart for Warcraft, and maybe Moon gets his WCG title in 2018. Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know what? For that reason, actually, I would care.
Yeah,
Other than that, I wouldn't. But for that reason alone, yeah. That's actually a good point you bring up. That's the only thing why that would matter.
Speaking of Moon, he's 1-0 up. He's starting in the upper right, and the question is, what is his heroes gonna be? He goes for a neutral hero, Remo. Dark Ranger? My bet's on the Dark Ranger here.
Yeah, must be Dark Ranger. Echo Isles is so good for the Dark Ranger. You know what? Speaking of Dark Ranger, I was told by Passion that Nicker's in Shanghai currently.
No way!
Yeah, so I hope we're gonna get a chance to meet him again.
Oh yeah, Nicker.
I wonder who's gonna be who he's gonna be complaining about this time. But that guy was a lot of fun to hang around with. So maybe guys, don't pin me on this. He's gonna have a guest appearance on Back to Warcraft, perhaps? Who knows? But yeah, what's the second hero? I think it has to be a Dark Ranger. The Beastmaster has really come back into the meta, and I am still a big hater of the Beastmaster. I know Moon loves him, but I think that hero is just garbage can. We'll see.
I think one player can make him work, and that's Moon. The Quill Beasts are really good. Maybe not against defense footmen, but in the early fought, he harass, especially against versus peasants, which will be his main goal, I guess. That's really
gonna be
good.
Panda, right? Isn't like Panda the new OP hero for Night Elves?
Could be.
Nope.
I don't know. It's a Dark Ranger. I mean, on a lot of other maps, I would have said, okay, Panda is really good. On Last Refuge, for example.
Oh my God, we missed it! It's the Mountain King.
Yeah. I showed it on stream. Yumiko,
okay, I didn't see it.
Yesterday, Yumiko was owning with the Mountain King, and the Dark Ranger is pretty squishy, and you get a fast level 3 here on Echo Isles. Going for an immediate expansion. This is different from all the games we've seen this week from Yumiko. He's mixing it up, and I like it.
We all know he loves the MK. But the last time I saw him play MK in a professional match was against TH, and he got his ass whooped, my friend. And it was against the Dark Ranger. That was on Terranos Stand back then. And yeah, MK really isn't the greatest against DR, I don't think. So here is level 2 for her as well. Pen of Energy. Yeah. Later for a Panda might be nice. And a counter expo coming up right away. And how are you supposed to cancel this counter expo here with 3 archers, a whole bunch of skeletons, and a Dark Ranger that you can't surround?
Well, the skeletons will expire. The thing is, he will get the Murloc now to refresh them. This is a nice timing. Going for the Archer. They have a Loon's Grace, so they don't take full damage from it. Still enough to kill it. But how much of a target is the Dark Ranger at this point? Only 575 HP, but I think it's a lack of footmen. He's going for the Mercs. Does he have the money for it? No. The Moon gets the Berserker, and the Mountain King is already 50% down, so I think he has to abandon this. But he's buying time for his own expansion this time.
If this was an Archmage, this could have been a cancel Tree of Life. I think if he had gone there right away, it would have been a cancel, but not with the MK. And yeah, MK, Instant Expo. Instant Expo every time means that the human is going to struggle to get level 3, and we all know MK on level 2 is not the strongest thing we've ever seen.
Moon, by the way, stole a Shadow Priest from Yumiko's mercenary camp, if I saw that correctly. Walked over there, just recently. Dark Ranger, okay, Circle of Nobility, very nice for her. Yumiko wants to do more pressure, but there's only 1 Stormbolt, only 4 footmen. He can't really do anything against it right now. Moon with a lot of vision on the map with all these wisps. I really like that. And he has a Huntress Hall up and is tier 1, so... Oh, Huntress is coming in.
Interesting. Like, the meta has totally shifted. No more tier 1 Night Elf Siege, which seemed to be unbeatable just a couple of weeks ago. I guess on ladder, the humans have found an answer which we are not privy to, unfortunately. And the MK, what's he doing, dude? He's like wasting his time. He's going for an Ancient of War now, which if it dies, doesn't even matter too much.
Yeah, the tech is very late for Moon. Expansion into Huntress Hall early for Huntress. But he's losing that one as it seems. Yes, surround sticks. Yesterday, Yumiko's surrounds were off the charts crazy with a lot of double surrounds there. But can he keep it close? Moon is coming in. Yeah, he can. This Huntress goes down.
Yeah, so seriously, Yumi's surrounds yesterday were ridiculous. Humans across the world are, of course, renowned for their amazing surrounding skills, like yours especially.
Gaffa.
Alright, level 3 for the Dark Ranger achieved. Tree walking over in the human base. The tier 2 tech has started just now. I wonder though, what is the strat that you want to play here to win the game? Is it a tier 2 caster play with an AM second? Do you actually go tier 3? Do you have the time for that? I don't know. I wonder. I don't see the win condition here with the MK. I'm looking forward to being illuminated.
I think it's gonna be a Blood Mage second. So you have Banish Siphon. You can nuke the Dark Ranger. You can Siphon the Panda second. I think that's a good choice. And with that, you buy the time for tier 3 for Knight's Mortars. Oh, skeletons around! Is it?
He's trying. He's trying. Oh, I think he got it.
Wow.
That was pretty cool how he split his skeletons from the main army, coming from the other side behind the trees. Damn, that was sexy.
Excellent move by Moon once again. SimCity a bit, Blacksmith plus farms to protect the Town Hall from bears. Dark Ranger is creeping up further, Ring of Protection this time. Pretty good inventory so far with the claws. Dark Ranger can turn into quite a bit of a damage dealer later on. Tier 2 60% done, Defend is coming now. Lumber Mill is always up here as well with improved Masonry upgrade to secure the towers. And Yumiko without a Town Portal now, only a Staff of Teleportation. The expansion for Moon is up, almost running. And tier 2 here, 60% done. Night Elf tech is slower than the human tech. That's very rare to see.
Yep, seems to be Moon style though nowadays. Oftentimes stay on tier 1 for a long time and either all in siege or, you know, counter expand. We've seen this from him with Beastmaster in the past. I like the Dark Ranger more, I must say. If no other reason than just the ultimate. Is so good. If you get there though, not too easy.
What a snipe by Yumiko, stepping onto the footman to catch that Berserker that Moon just bought, but he gets out. The cooldown of the Stormbolt was too high, but he gets him now at the trees surrounding him there. And he got the first heal scroll of the game. Good pickup, no investment except mana. He has no Stormbolt at the moment, but he used the Clarity, so he's fine with that. Super close to... Okay, level 4 ready for the Dark Ranger, a few more skeletons, and Sentry Ward, which is always nice.
MK hit level 3 right now. It was so late, but at least he got it here finally with a Wisp kill. And yeah, he got the Berserker, but he's investing all of his time with hero and units for just like a Berserker kill and a Wisp. And usually you want to do that when you want to turtle up and buy time for your super late game. But he's going double Sanctum and the second hero. Where's the second hero? Must be the Archmage, I think, if he's going for double Sanctum here.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. Archmage and Panda on Moon's side. Which is your cue for I have to swap heroes and please take over. What? It's double engine of wind, man.
Okay, I guess he feels he doesn't have the time for bears. His tech was very late after all. But talents against breakers? No. Is he actually going to play fairy dragons? Hippo riders!
What? What? Well, against the Mountain King, there's no water elementals. He is not going for rifleman yet. And why not? I mean, casters don't do any damage to them. Gyrocopters would be an answer, of course. There is a workshop already. Wasn't there a first gyro out already too? Yes, there is one.
Has he seen the double wins at the expo? I'm not sure if he scouted it. The gyro's really close to seeing it. But I mean, if you are facing gyros, you already have a lot of hippos from your, you know, hippo rider game plan. So that's a hard counter. Of course, gyros take over the duel again when they get flag cannons, but you need tier 3 for that.
Yeah, he's not going for that. He's going for rifleman casters with Archmage second. Not even Brilliance Aura first, but Water Elemental because he's so scared from those hippo riders. Hippo Rider is a very rare unit. We always speak of this one match where it actually decided a game. Otherwise, too weak, too long tech tree. But it can be used as kind of like a Garg strat with Harass.
Wasn't that what TH played against Yumi on LR, Hippo Riders?
Ooh, very possible. To be honest, I don't remember it.
I think that was the case back then. We have Yumiko going into upkeep already. 63 supply for him, 60 for the Night Elf. But he really needs the Brilliance Aura. Before he gets that, it doesn't seem like he can do anything, honestly. But now Moon has had enough time to creep. Panda may still only be level 1, but the Dark Ranger's 4.5, and she's looking towards the towers, of which there are only 2. And only one real one, if you want to call it that. But now he's exposing himself in a bad position. The Arcane Tower is down, but the human is coming in from the north. The Archer is certainly exposed. Where's the MK? Where are the Stormbolts? First hero! He's forgetting about him! Are you kidding me? Finally, he's moving south. But that might be a little too late, because the economy is getting ransacked. But the Night Elf army is pretty small here, so I think he should be able to clean this up.
Yeah, but man, did he lose peasants there. Calling militia from the north and clearing this up with the Berserker kill. But so many corpses and so much mining time that he lost there.
Supply-wise, though, we're pretty much even Steven between the two. But now Hippo Riders, look at this. They're in the middle of the map, around the merchant, and now harassment might start coming in. In the main base, 1 guard tower. Never, ever enough to deal with them. Do they have upgrades? No, of course there's no Hunter's Hall. Oh, there is one actually. In the main base, Hunter's Hall, and damage upgrades are coming in. And Neo, we might see Marksmanship soon, because tier 3 is coming as well.
Marksmanship, such a huge damage increase for archers. Let's see what they can do. The volleys, not that great yet, but of course they're increasing in numbers. And I think, oh, the Dark Ranger, super out of position. They're catching a Stormbolt. Is there another one? Yes, there is. Just waiting for it. Oh boy, gets away. And what can the... Actually, they take out every single caster there. Surrounded the Panda. What is going on there? Yumiko is wrecking Moon and Nuon. Tearing him a new one. Panda goes down. Level 3 on the Archmage. And that was absolutely disastrous for Moon.
The Panda died. I think that was the biggest issue. Other than that, he only lost 1 Hippo, but traded well. Other than that, the issue here is...
But now the casters are gone, and what can he attack now with this?
Oh, well, how many rifles do we have? 3. If there was a Panda, he might be able to deal with them. But yeah, Hippo Riders are pretty cool if they have no counter, but meat for meat, supply for supply, they're not really as amazing. And Yumiko might find himself in a window of opportunity here. This army of his isn't too big either, though. If Moon can stall for the Panda, he should be able to defend this. And level 5.
Level 5 on the Dark Ranger, exactly. Mountain King just super far away from this. Trying the little hit and run there. With only 3 flying machines. Is he going to tier 3? Still not. Interesting.
How much experience do flying machines give, by the way?
Not too much.
I don't know. It's 1 supply. Do they only give 25 like peasants? No. But they die quickly, of course. With the Hippo Riders and the Hippogriffs. Panda, where is he? Almost back. I think he's pretty far away from level 3, though. When he gets level 3, it's gonna become a lot more easy for Moon. How many heal scrolls do we have on Yumi? 1 only. That's not too much. But quite a bit of a supply here. With 72 against 61 only for the Night Elf.
Okay, we see more and more hippos coming in. I don't know if Yumiko should go for more casters. They're sniped so easily with a good position on the Hippo Riders that I don't see them work. But maybe he knows a way to protect them. We'll see. Here they come from the north.
And the Panda is coming in. He's not at level 3. Drunken Haze. And he doesn't have the mana for breath. Was that intentional? That seems weird. Against the Scroll of Healing, it may make sense. Again, he's getting focused, but he has the Greater Invul. Has to pop it soon if he doesn't want to die. Breath of Fire, here we go. That was quite a bit of damage, but barely any hippos are left with only 3 remaining. Can the Dark Ranger carry this by herself with only the skeletons? That's a tall task. The MK is following the Panda. He doesn't have mana for a Stormbolt. But Moon is holding on.
He is level 4 on the Archmage now, though. That was super fast creeping of Yumiko. And now the siege begins. I'm quite surprised that he didn't bring towers with him, or even workers, to build some towers. But now the Engine of War is gone. That means the Hippogriffs can't load up anymore, and they can only deal damage against air units, which are basically non-existent. And there's no plan B in the base.
Nope. Absolutely not. And the hippos, which are coming out one after the next, are getting sniped easily here by Yumiko. It seemed like he was getting hard countered and there was no answer. But the AM, once he got up in levels and once the riflemen got up in numbers, the hippogriffs really didn't seem to be too strong anymore. The Dark Ranger, if she gets level 6 here, is that even good enough? I don't think so. The expansion is being ransacked. The Panda's coming in. He has to carry this game. Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. There we go. But Heal Scroll once again makes it so that there's not too much damage. And the Hippogriffs, again, the Hippo Riders, have to suffer the damage. This one was being staffed out, but so much of a supply lead now for the human.
That is 75 versus 44, and Moon is almost supply stuck there as well. Can't go over 50, has to rebuild a lot of Moon Wells if he wants to go for that. I think Moon was caught completely off guard in the middle of that map.
Yeah. If he had crept before to level 3 with the Panda, get more units, get more mercs perhaps, could have been a very different game. But Yumi, he's level 5 MK again. Now. Waiting for the silence to wear off.
Bashes work through it though. He gets a lot of damage. Nice triple kill. Mana potion on him and a clarity working.
Oh, the Tree of Life though. Getting almost killed here with all the footies which are still in this game, reminding us of Infi surviving for such a long time. He wouldn't like to hear that, but this time they did a good job, and the Expo is dead. And that must be the game. GG. And Yumi takes it back.
What a comeback after getting annihilated on map 1. I mean, Moon gave him that chance by going Hippo Riders at a very late stage. I think if you go Hippo Riders, you have to do that as quickly as possible. And try to harass, go for the workers, delay techs, but the tech was already there when he started his first Engine of Wind.
Yeah, and usually when we see this hero matchup, it looks different. Because the Dark Ranger usually has so many skeletons early, and then she can run over and cause so much trouble for the human. But Yumiko sacrificed his levels, being aggressive himself. He didn't get much done, but he kept the attention on the Night Elf side of the map, which in retrospect was really smart, because if you give the Dark Ranger the space to go over, the game can end right there.
Yeah.
And I wonder if perhaps Yumiko should have just ignored the human presence and just run over. But then he may have lost the Tree of Life, the counter expansion against the MK and possible mercs. Tough choice, but interesting game, certainly.
The series is tied. Moon 1, Yumiko 1. We go into the deciding game. We have no idea what the map is gonna be, though. What do you think it is? Last Refuge?
Night of choice, Twisted,
Twisted
or
I don't know.
Moon has the map choice, right?
Ah, yeah, sure. Moon Meadows. If it's not banned, it's Amazonia. Oh, my invite is expired. Can you invite me?
I invited you, but I think the slots are fully stacked up.
Ah.
Can you join?
Yep. Oh.
All right, one left.
Oh, yeah.
Come down, quick.
There we go. Amazonia. Yeah, very hard to expand here. But it's kind of a common choice against human, I think.
If you're really confident in your Demon Hunter immolation play, then I can see certainly Amazonia. But with Moon being Moon, I thought that Twisted may have been a way better choice. Of course, that may have been vetoed. We don't know exactly how the vetoing process works. Maybe the maps were even predetermined.
We have a new sub. Do I have my tool open? Can you read it real quick?
It's Tilted Up with a first time Prime sub. Thank you very much. And Snowhe11 with a 3-month resub saying thanks for everything you do for the game we all love. Thank you very much, guys.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, now I have my tool up and can do it myself. I think we're waiting for some... Ah, Yumiko was missing. So... What can Yumiko do? I mean, his expansions were so late. Today and yesterday. Except on Echo Isles. So what do you think? Will he surprise us again with a fast expansion? Or will he go the romantic style with shop first? I think that determines a lot in the early.
Well, with Yumiko has very specific early game strats and creep routes. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the shop. But I think the main thing to focus here is this is a map where MK is impossible. So maybe if Moon took this map, that is the simple reason for it. Not wanting to have to deal with an MK again. Unless Yumi blows our minds and actually plays MK here. But that would be absolutely outrageous.
Yumiko and Moon, by the way, 75% win rate for Moon. He's crazy strong against Moon. And yeah, Yumiko, can you make up for it? Moon, what a rise he's been through. What an ascendance from the best player of all time. Since, I don't know, since when? 2 months or something? He is now the second best player in the world according to our ELO ranking. Giant jump this month. Yeah, he's back. And he could win like 4 tournaments this month. He's still in AWL. He's gonna playing, or he will play GCS. He is in the lower bracket final of Bamboo Cup, and maybe NSL is gonna be played. We don't know that for sure, but that could be a lot of money for Moon in a few weeks.
And a lot of honor and glory, of course. And I'm really surprised, by the way, how quick these games went. I was thinking, oh, the first series is going to be Human versus Night Elf. Oh, damn, it's going to take a long time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cast all the games, but 2 games already through, and we're basically only 30 minutes in. And it's once again going to be Demon versus Archmage. And we saw on TS how dangerous that Demon aggression, not towards the Expo, but into the base can be.
Yeah.
However, here I think it's less scary because the 2 bases are so close towards each other. The 2 gold mines. But immolation, harass, wherever it may take place, we've seen it being very, very vicious oftentimes.
Games could end in 4 minutes here if the Demon Hunter is played correctly. Moon loves his Huntress. That would be the super aggressive play, like Demon Hunter, Immolation, Huntress against this. Yumiko pulled the creeps here, so he doesn't go for a Lightning Shield anymore, right?
Yep, not enough mana.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take a little longer. I would imagine that Moon goes for Shadow Priest again, maybe even double Shadow Priest, but that's pretty hard to pull off and oftentimes not even worth it. And by the way, the items here can also determine a lot. If you get claws and slippers, the damage boost for your demon is just ridiculous. Starting off with the gloves, which is not the best, obviously.
Circle would have been by far the best with that build. Claws of attack for the Archmage. We remember Infi. Once again, we have to mention Infi, which will not make Yumiko happy, but he's not listening anyway, so whatever. Infi's account in the last GCS was, I need claws. It's a 25% damage boost, so much in the early game. This will help a lot.
Slippers for the demon as well. He won't be complaining about those. Level 2 on both heroes. And we have to keep an eye out, especially on the demon hunter. Where's he gonna go? What's he gonna pressure? How much damage will he do? And Yumiko, how many peasants will he pull? A lot. We have... How many is this? 8 peasants going over to the gold mine. This should certainly be coming up. How many is he gonna lose, though?
Isn't 8 fairly normal for AZ?
Yeah.
I think
still a lot.
Yesterday we saw 10, right?
I think it was 9, yeah. With the MK first. Wisp coming in for the detonate. The water elementals are not split well enough. Oh, he can get both of them. What a mistake by Yumiko. He split them, but it wasn't a good split. Damn, that is pretty bad. So far, only 2 peasants have died. 3 peasants have died, and now the numbers will start coming in. With 2 archers here, by the way, no Shadow Priest, a bit surprising. Oh, the Wand of Mana Scene, though, coming in clutch, because now the demon doesn't have much immolation left.
Exactly, the cooldown is almost off, and then the demon hunt is gonna be empty, but he disables the immolation, gets another kill here to get closer to level 3. How many more peasants are alive? Oh, it's not too many, man. It's only 3 of them, or what? This is so hard.
When he gets his footing, he's almost level 3. And the archers here might be enough. She needs 2 more shots. Oh, 1 is actually good enough. High damage roll.
He can breathe a bit as Moon has to retreat, but he did significant damage.
He has more experience than the AM dude. And that's because he stole the 1 trapper with a normal right click. That kept the AM from level 3. Big play by Big Balls Moon. Getting the boots of speed now, gonna heal up. That's gonna be an expensive heal, of course, with all the mana he used earlier. Tier 2 tech for him. Halfway done. Hunter's Hall, not too late this time. 4 archers ready as well. That's a level 3 for the demon. And he's gonna look for more damage.
Right. Archmage got level 3 here. Also, the Cloak of Shadows, I think, can come in very handy as there's no Dust of Appearance on the demon hunter, so he can hide a bit from those swipes. He's trying to block, fails. Seems like not too much is going according to Yumiko's plan here. 4 peasants only, sending the 5th over now. This is so much time that he lost.
Expo only coming up now, and we can count down the seconds. It's around, I don't know, 25 until there is a panda, and then those peasants can be in real trouble. Oh, the AM doesn't have boots of speed. How is he going to survive here?
Cloak of Shadows. But
Yeah,
there,
but
okay, yeah, of course he can reveal it's AZ. Uh-oh, he needs great blocks.
Archers coming from the left, looking for blocks themselves. He has to TP here at some point. And then, how exposed, please, is his expansion going to be?
Well, it's open. There's no shop for Yumiko.
This is so dangerous. He's praying for it to be daytime. Please, please, I need a Zeppelin. But no, he has to wait. Half of the night is only over. The demon hunter is over at the shop, and there is a Naga second?
Whoa, he wants to
I guess he's looking for the AM kill. Oh yeah.
Wants to end it right here, right now. There's no town portal anymore. Oh, nice that he hides him here with the Cloak of Shadows, so he has no idea where the Archmage is right now.
That cloak, dude. That cloak.
I thought I made a big mistake when I said, oh yeah, the cloak can be very good, but woo! I got saved by Yumiko's game senses here.
And Moon, yeah, he was looking for the AM, but he doesn't find him. Thanks to that cloak. Jesus Christ. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that thing can win you games. But the Arcane Tower still isn't up yet. With the archers, that is an easy kill. Immolation once again triggered. 150 mana on the demon. That's quite a bit of damage. Of course, only level 1 immolation. He went for the 1-1-1 build. And the peasants are not mining. They're just standing here doing not much of anything. But at least the archers are being driven away.
Yeah, role model Archmage. The peasants, do it like the Archmage does. Immolation again. Naga can creep now, I guess. While the Demon Hunter is harassing. He has such a huge tech advantage. He has an advantage in everything.
Might get surrounded here. Yumiko is usually so good with his surrounds, but he misses that one. Oh, but this one is a very big surround, like a 12-unit surround. He won't be getting out of this. He's creeping up. In the meantime, it's going to be the level 2 for the Naga, and he should be able to expand down here if he wants to, with Yumiko still being so far away from attack.
Naga will be level 2 after this. It is a potion of greater healing. Okay, but there are a lot of footmen. They can certainly help if he gets more surrounds like that. But he didn't even start his tech after 7 minutes 30. Only 1 tower. He can't afford it. He's low on gold, he's low on lumber. Gold will change, obviously. But a shredder would be a nice idea. There he is.
A player's forces are under
and he's
attack.
distracting now. No counter expansion by Moon, but I think the Wisp is there already. Yes. Oh, Immolation rocking so hard. And the Archmage is still in the shadows. He has to hide. Because there's still no boots. And he has to fight against... Oh, the Frost Arrow wasn't enabled! Really lucky for Yumiko to get out of there.
With a double slow, if he was fast enough with Cold Arrow and Dry, the AM may have died right there. Yumi is really playing with fire here, but he knows how far behind he is. He has to take some risks, but what can he really accomplish here? Kill an archer or 2? That's not good enough. Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Kill the Tree of Life. That is absolutely necessary.
But he's playing with fire, man. It's crazy. Ah, here comes the Zeppelin. That is the saving grace for this Archmage. And he cancels the expansion. Yumiko, man, kind of back in this game with the Echo advantage now. Can he kill the Wisps to deny the expansion even further? Looks like it. Yep. Even more experience for him as well. Really well played.
Alright, now the tech is coming in. Yumiko playing his way back into this game, refusing to lose. Cloak of Shadows, man. That game may have ended. If not for that cloak.
In the main base of Moon, he's staying at tier 2. It's Mass Dryads.
Yeah, but look at the Expo. Ooh, he needs towers, man. He needs towers bad. If he rocks up there with a couple of Dryads and Archers, this Expo may just die.
He power built the lumber mill to be able to get the guard towers up. That was quite costly as well. That's another kill here. Defense is there though. Oh, actually, this footman survives with 1. This one doesn't though, in the bottom left. Zeppelin harassed though? Ah, it's only the Archmage. Maybe a Shredder.
Oh, it's Wisp Sapper time, I think. Does he have the resources? He certainly does.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, he's not buying it yet, though. Is Moon going to take the bait? Is he going to stay home to defend? This is what Yumi wants to do. Keep him busy and defend your Expo that way.
Zapper's coming.
Good SimCity by Yumi again, but yeah, the Zapper. Where's it going to hit? There's 2 Moonwells to the north. Is he going to make the trip? I think so. Nope, never mind.
Engine of Lore is low though, he could cut the production in half here. On the flip side, Moon is attacking, didn't lose too much there. And yeah, the lore is falling, there's no repair. Archmage Water Elemental is enough. Oh, repair is so late, it's so late. Second Water Elemental, this should secure the kill. There's just no way he holds on to it.
He doesn't have the mana for it. He has the mana for Dispel now, and that's good enough. And the Water Elementals are dead, and the lore survives. By the way, the SimCity is saving the expansion for Yumiko here, buying so much time. Finally, the shop has been taken out. The Demon Hunter, the greater healing he found coming in clutch right now. Are the towers going to be good enough to deal with this demon, or can he wreck this by himself? He doesn't have level 2 evasion, so I think over time he is going to be strong enough. Oh, but the Dryads come in now as well. Of course, they take way more damage. Demon though hits level 4 here. The AM on the other side of the map with the Shredder now himself. Multitasking being demanded of both players.
Yeah, but Moon is of course the go-to of multitasking. He's bringing in more footmen. This is kind of a base race now. Expo versus main. And yeah, this is completely wrecked. There's so many corpses. Level 4 point, what is it? 2 for the Demon Hunter already. Naga level 3 with a heal scroll. And finally he gets rid of that lore. With the Shredder investment. That was very expensive. But there's not a single bear, if I see this. Oh, Zapper in the middle detonates. What did he do with the Zapper in the middle at the tavern? I have no idea. Oh, but Yumiko, man, knows that the expansion is coming up again. There is no mana, but there is a Shredder as well. He can pull him, and he gets rid of the second lore. This is so big. Moon without bears, without Dryads. What is going on? He has to break the Expo now, otherwise he's in deep trouble.
This Expo... Yeah, this Expo for the Night Elf is going to be cancelled, no question about this, but he doesn't have enough damage here to really kill the Town Hall. The Demon Hunter is being staffed home, trying to buy something from the shop, but he didn't have the time. Oh my god, don't get surrounded! He's surrounded against the trees, but he fights his way out against the Shredder. He's still surrounded. No way. Immolation. 240 surround. 240 surround still sticks. But he should be able to fight out of this. Yes, he will. He wants to heal up, but there's no moon juice.
It's
oh,
so
by the way,
far
he
away.
did get the orb.
Yeah, he did get the orb, but Naga's coming in. No fork lightning though. Moon juice is completely empty.
Are under attack.
And he's trying to find him with a Zeppelin.
This is the scrappiest game I've seen in months. Holy shit. New lore is coming up to the left at the shop with 3 Dryads, excuse me, being saved very well here on low HP, but the Zeppelin is on the hunt. Might be able to find this. The Demon Hunter, by the way, is almost level 5. Yeah. Excuse me, what? Exactly, he's almost level 5.
This is not really efficient what Yumiko is doing here. So Moon is slightly coming back. This is going to be his level 5. Can he find time for the expansion? I doubt it. Destination unknown? No way. Destination known. It's the expansion, and he cancels it immediately. And he did not break Yumiko's expansion. There are more towers up. He's not mining at the time, but he's fortifying it. Naga coming in.
What a weird game.
Fork lightning. No, it doesn't have the mana for it, so it's just right clicks there. And the Dryads are all hurt. One lore back up, but not the second one, so the bear tech takes a long time.
The Demon Hunter is low HP here, can't do too much. Scroll of Healing is in his inventory. What he would do for a Hippogriff here, this annoying, pesky Zeppelin, but he does have the orb now at the very least.
What elementals are still not that bad. Oh, one. Okay, one is there.
Oh, but yeah, that's also experience for the demon, and we all know what he does in level 6.
Yeah, have fun in that Zeppelin against Metamorphosis. He's mining again! From 2 bases. He's not going tier 3. It finally Arcane Sanctum and Workshop. That took some time. Like, at the moment, there's 1 tier 2 building, and we are 14 minutes in this game. This is
and both players
nuts.
are below 40 supply.
Yes!
This has been an all-out brawl, man. They took off their gloves, and they just were smacking each other in the face. Is it Sapper time again? At the laboratory? Nope. He was browsing the inventory, but he decided no, not this time.
Circling. Very rare to see that one, but there it is. But that's not important here. Of course, the most important thing is, can he deny the expansion once again? There is a Dryad for the spell, but it's only... Okay, only 1. Still enough, though. He keeps him busy. At least, to get his tech up. Only 1 Sanctum.
There's a second lore now coming up for Moon. He has... If this expo comes up, he has stabilized. And Yumi, how close is he to a dangerous push? Not too close, man.
No,
he's at 35 supply. He has 1 footy left remaining from the early game, so finally he is no longer looking like Infi. And yeah, I think there's nothing you can do anymore about this Tree of Life.
I agree, except maybe Zappers. Moon is creeping on level 5. This is a bit of wasted experience as the Naga is not nearby. She's protecting the expansion. And
she's
succeeds
also
so.
Almost level 4 though. Jesus Christ. Moon has been getting so much experience this game.
And Mass Wands of Illusion, if he gets to Bears one day, it could be really good. Gyrocopter is scouting all of this. And the Naga will get level 4 here.
Oh, that's nice timing for Yumi. He cancels the Entangled Goldmine. That's well done. Finds the one opportunity he has, grabs it, and buys himself more time.
He has to be careful about this Zeppelin sooner or later. It's down to 150 HP. Killing more Wisps here and there. Let's take a look at the main base. 3,000 gold only for Moon. At this point, oh well, the Tree of Life is up, so can't save that gold.
Moon is not producing. Here we go. Finally going for the bears. He was sitting at almost 1k gold. And once again, he doesn't seem to be doing the best job of protecting his Entangled Goldmine. Well, never mind. There's a little crab down here. And a villager watching the crab.
Exciting life, right?
I mean, there's worse, you know.
Yeah, if there's no crab.
Could be a sheep, you know.
I think a crab is more interesting than a sheep. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know, every couple of weeks he has to look for a new shell, you know? Has to shed the old one.
Do you know the pistol crab?
Yeah, the one who shoots out... Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like a tortoise of Pokemon shooting out this... I don't know what it's called in English. Aquaknarre. Awesome, man. Pistol crab, best crab.
Best crab confirmed. Alright, Expo is finally running. Dude, that took forever, but we're there. How much later is he? More than 4,000 gold later than his opponent, but that's okay with all the damage he has done. Yumiko, he is going into upkeep right now. And Moon should follow, and that's what he does. Not being greedy at all. He's going into bags
here. Boom! Moon found a good timing to go into upkeep. He will be supply stuck in a bit, and yeah. So at least he has this 58 supply now. Engine of Wind is there, could be cancelled as well. Zeppelin is healthy again. What did Moon find? Bottom right. Boots of Kel'Thalas, very nice for the Demon Hunter.
He's doing so much creeping, man. He's going for the red cam. Is this level 5 for the Naga? It's definitely close.
Solo
Ancient of Wind as well. But there was a nice surgical strike here, keeping the Night Elf supply stuck for a while, but there's more Moonwells coming up. But of course, it's not only about supply, it's also about heroes, and those are crazy for Moon. And look at the Demon. He has 8 Wands of Illusion.
That is sick. But Yumi can run away in supply now. He's getting ready for 80, I guess. It's gonna be 60 versus 80 then. Moon can go up to 70 now with his 800 gold. But he has almost no lumber with this. Immolation of the Naga, by the way, not the greatest item of all times. Yumiko is going for mortar teams in the base and also a few breakers. He has a lot of updates queued up.
But dude, it's a level 5 Naga against a level 1 Naga.
Yeah.
With this experience, I don't think 20 supply lead is good enough.
I could see it, like, tier 3 would be so good for Yumiko.
I think he needs another gold mine, man. I think he needs another gold mine. He needs tier 3. He needs a lot of time. He needs to distract with tanks, creep up at the same time, but we're on AZ. This is not possible.
There's no creep left, actually, except like the red spot in the upper left. He's going for the Merc Camp now. It's so easy to creep that Renegade. It's gonna be gone in blink of an eye. Lantern of Stormwind for him there. He doesn't seem to go for tier 3. He's pulling almost everything. Evacuation from that base. What do we have? We have 4 breakers, 3 mortar teams, and a few riflemen. Is that damage gonna be enough? He even pulls the Shredder.
He's not even level 4 Archmage, man. This is extremely hard to win, and he doesn't even have the supply lead. On paper, this should be impossible to win for Yumi. Not in a straight-up fight.
Moon's at 80 supply. Who's tier 2? I can't see him winning. How many heal scrolls do we have? That's important. Level 1, 2. Can go for 3, 4. 4 heal scrolls would be quite sick. On the other side we have 1.
Maybe he can make something work with the patented Yumi fallback towers. He has 3 ivories in the inventory and he's going to plant them down here pretty close to the expo. I was expecting them to be coming up further to the north. But he's setting up shop right here. And with mortar teams, he is threatening quite a bit of danger. Because if all those Moonwells get taken out by the mortars, there's no reproduction happening. And we have 3 of them, with 1-0 upgrades at least.
That's good vision from this flying machine. I really like that position there. A lot of illusions. This looks like a custom game, but there is the spell on the priest.
Remember that game? 7 Demon Hunters? Yeah. We have it right here, dude.
Yeah, not anymore. Dispel rockin'. And the break. Oh my god, that Fork Lightning execution of 3 foot at the same time. Break line is standing strong at the moment. Will the towers have the time to come up? The illusions tank a lot of damage here. Zeppelin is gone, so no more micro. How far is the Demon Hunter away from level 6? Quite far, but the towers are almost up. Yumiko, 75 supply, Moon 77, reproducing in the fight though. But now there's extra supply basically on paper. There is towers now.
And he's taking this fight way better than I thought was ever possible. How did this happen?
Oh, Demon Hunter super low. A kingdom for a Stormbolt right now, but of course we don't have that.
We didn't have Roar, by the way, in this fight, which made a big difference. Of course, it would have been stolen by a lot of the breakers, but he wouldn't have been able to steal everything. I think that was a big mistake by Moon. Is that the one silly mistake that actually cost him the game? But what a fight by Yumi! Holding the line there. Incredible. I thought this was done and dusted, but not yet. Not by a long shot. And now with the towers in the back.
I would love to see a shop now. But he doesn't have that many peasants anymore to work with. Focus fire on Demon Hunter again. His is gonna be a nice back and forth, a tug of war.
I think also he had Dispel on autocast. So he dispelled the slow, which is kind of a waste, and didn't dispel the water elementals the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he missed the roar, which is a big deal. So Moon maybe getting a little too comfortable here in the late game, thinking like us that this was an easy game to win, but nuh-uh. Now with all the bears so low, dude. By the way, he's at 88 supply. 88 supply for Moon.
Main gold mines are down. 12,500, of course, the specialty, the big expansions. So both players have income for a bit. But echo advantage on Yumiko's side now. He's firing through the woods and has an E. Oh, this is so nice. He's protected by the towers and the mortar teams are right behind. This is genius.
And now Moon feels forced to engage here before the towers are up, but he heads into the fight, realizes, uh-oh, that's not a good fight. And goes out and did nothing. Accomplished nothing. Lost a bear instead. And it's Tree of Life. How is he going to save it? How in the world is he supposed to save this?
He can't do anything against these mortar teams.
How is Yumi winning this? Incredible.
I want to give him a huge hug for this idea. This is just beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And he kills the expansion and Moon is without income. Level 6 is his only chance to come back in this game, and he's half a level away.
The human expansion, by the way, at the top is only protected with 3 guard towers. That's not too much, but of course Yumi could be able to TP over there if he had a TP. Doesn't have one though, but he's getting a new expansion.
This is... I mean, on AZ it makes a lot of sense. This is not like a disrespect move or anything. Because the Tree of Eternity could still walk over here, and then you have a 2000 HP wood shield. That might help, but okay, let's see. He has a massive supply lead. He has the level lead. There is an Invo Potion and the heal scroll on Yumiko's side. On the Night Elf, we have 1 heal scroll still.
God damn, dude. Yumiko, he fought so hard to get back into this game, and it seems like it's his for the taking now. Yeah. But of course, level 6 demon. Can win games out of nowhere.
What a game to come into the grand final. Focus is waiting for the winner of this map. And it looks like it's gonna be human versus orc. Moon losing the first final this month, with many more to come.
Moon is gonna be kicking himself, by the way. There were so many small little things they could have done better this game. For example, his expo got delayed when he was creeping with a lot of dryads. He would have needed like only 2 dryads and keep the rest there to defend your expo. But Yumi, man, does he deserve this comeback? Doing everything in his power. A bit of lame, some people might say, with some zappers, but whatever. Whatever it takes to win. Of course, Moon would love to fight out here in the open, but Yumi's just trying to bait it. Just trying to lure Moon over there and then retreat into the towers.
It's hard to defend both expansions, as they are on opposite side of the maps, and that's what Moon is realizing now as well. Splitting the army, sending the bears to the north to get rid of that town hall. In the meantime, the distance from base to expo in the south is so small that you can just walk out, get a few shots with the mortar teams out, and try to deal damage. There's no... you can't win a base race, I mean. So, defend or not defend? That's the question. Seems like he will let it die.
Where's the Tree of Eternity, by the way? It's moving up.
Yeah.
Is he gonna expand up there himself? That might be the only play he has, honestly.
He has Nature's Blessing, but he has to get rid of the towers.
Player's forces are under
Yeah, but that's no problem with a couple of bears.
No, I mean, the problem is time, because if he wastes more time, Yumiko is mining in the south. So he's not dependent on that expansion. And he could wreck the remaining base, and then there's no production buildings anymore. Moon is already supply stuck heavily, so he's using that time so well to take care of the moon wells. So he has to fight with what he has. He has no income.
But he can't fight down here. It's like... I think it may be better to just relocate everything up north and try to hold on with a level 6 demon somehow.
Oh, Moon is stuck between a rock and a hard place. That is, yeah. Exodus from the Wisps. But how? He can't leave his base. He just can't.
I love how Yumi doesn't summon water elementals. That's the right play.
Yeah.
Don't want to give him experience. I imagine we're going to see Blizzard soon. Alright. Moon going in again. The mortar team's doing good damage to the Giants in the backline. The breakers, it's so many of them with 2 upgrades. The Bears only at 1-1 are still scary, but not so scary. The Zeppelin micro saves everything. Yumiko! Holy shit!
He's just... Today, he's one level ahead of himself. Like, he's playing on an entire different level than what we are used to see from him. But Moon, if one player in the world, or 2 players in the world, could salvage this situation, it's gonna be Infi or Moon. He's walking in with the Tree of Eternity. He has to do something now. And the Town Hall is up again, so he has to break this again.
He can. With the Bears, with Roar, I imagine he does have Mark of the Claw, right? May not even need it. So much damage. It's even the Tree of Eternity here is tanking the damage. That seems to be a bit of wasted damage output. Now switches the focus over to the Demon Hunter, who, by the way, will be getting more experience here with the Peasants and the Towers.
He's denying it! He's denying the Peasants with the Towers to not feed the Demon Hunter any further.
Oh, wow. That's really well done. And 2 Bears getting caught out here. Oh, but he lets them go. Maybe he could have gotten the kill there. But the Naga with the staff will be there. Now the Naga is away from the Towers. The Demon gets solo experience. And he is 150 away from level 6. What is it with these 2 players?
I don't know.
And their games, man.
It's just... Every single time they provide us with brilliance. It's incredible. So, he broke that. The main base is gone, but he kept the production buildings alive, and that was also smart, to not throw it into the fight.
Jesus. He could go for the red camp, by the way, if he has enough mana on the Bears. He's looking a little low, though.
This will not give an experience, of course, as they both are level 5. You don't get experience from that anymore. Yumiko is supply stuck all of a sudden now, but Moon has to rebuild 6 Moonwells. 7 Moonwells, basically.
What's the Demon buying at the shop here with his last bit of money? Is it an invul? Saving it for now. Maybe a heal scroll.
Oh, actually, heal scroll.
Sells the... What's it called? Cloak of Flames. Realizes he's going to be standing mostly next to breakers anyways.
So what now? Yumiko's not going to tier 3. He's not rebuilding the farms.
What's the best item here? I think Khadga's Pipe is the best.
Khadga's Pipe, yeah. Having mana for Reju in that game, and also providing the mana for Metamorphosis, Medallion of Courage. Decent for the Naga.
I think it's gold right there. But he's not selling it for now. 250 gold, that's something he could invest into Moonwells, which he desperately needs. Yeah. Alright, Yumiko, what do you do? He's supply stuck as well.
Moon has to camp there. So, he has a 10 food at disadvantage now. Yumiko can't push this anymore. Because
this
Moon...
Game
did he took out every single mortar team? Oh no, the mortar teams are in the Zeppelin, I like that. Right. Moonwells are coming. Well, that was of course a good trade for Yumiko, as he has 13,000 gold in, and Yumiko he mined more. There's 9,700 only, so 4k lead.
Incredible.
Tome of Retraining on the Naga. Okay, he gives it over to the Archmage now. This is a Blizzard coming in.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
Yeah, and 3 heal scrolls.
Whew.
Players' forces are under attack.
Sheesh.
Oh, I think he can't make bears anymore, right? When you lose the Hunter's Hall.
Yeah.
But he can easily remake the Hunter's Hall, so. But Moonwell's first. That's a serious, like, healing area back here next to the Merc camp.
It's
Doesn't
like
have
his little
Wellspring
sanctum.
upgrade though.
Demon gets the kill on the flying machine, so he's getting closer to the kill. And he got another peasant, so 119 experience remaining.
Maybe it's worth getting a tele staff on the demon, run to the human main, kill the towers, and then tele staff out if you're in trouble. I think he should be able to kill the towers by himself.
Is it Masonry 2? No, it's just 1. Yeah, then you're right. With a bit of luck on evasion, that should be possible.
Because it's all about the experience. Yumiko has had great micro this game, and he will continue to need it.
Moon needs sick micro in the next fight. He needs to dodge almost every bullet from the mortar teams with his dryads.
What's he doing? He's like shooting an opening here into his base, I guess. And reinforcing the base. Oh, that's a worthy kill on the mortar team. Not quick enough this time with the Zeppelin. More experience for the demon. Only 73 away.
Boy. Yumi is rebuilding that mortar team. He has to fight with buildings up front. That was the key to victory here in the south. Can he recreate that? Moon's base. This is so weird. Seeing this there.
And Yumiko's giving him so much time. I wonder, shouldn't he take a fight somewhere?
Naga!
Level 2 hero right there, guys.
That would have been level 6 for sure. Then boom, metamorphosis, splash damage against everything, game.
Level 3, Fork Lightning and Mana Burn, and suddenly the Naga's almost dead. And now the fallback towers become a bit of a liability, because they give experience.
Yeah.
And they are so far away still from this expo.
Yeah. And he can't really crawl forward, because there's water. Can't build in there. He has to make that jump from here to here.
Alright, new meta for the Night Elves. Expand on your opponent's side of the map, that way they can't tower up too easily.
I think level 6 is guaranteed. How does he want to deal with it? Blizzard rocking through. This time we have Raw. Fork Lightning rattling through. At the moment, no kill for Moon. He does have the mana. Of course, there's no mana burn. The Breakers are trying their best to feed back the Demon Hunter, but this is it. 8 HP. There we go! Metamorphosis immediately. AoE on both sides, but look at him go. This is so much damage. Mana burn, Fork Lightning, right click. He's trying to vacuum with the Town Ball. Zeppelin is there, but the Breaker line is in so much trouble. Getting saved by the Bell there. How much heal scrolls do we have remaining? 1 and 2, but the 1 was on cooldown, saving the Naga. At the moment, he can't do too much with the Demon Hunter. He doesn't want to walk in there with the danger of being trapped, but of course, he can't take the tower out easily now.
Jesus Christ. Demon Hunter, easy game. By the way, the shop in the back for the human. What a nice adjustment by Yumiko, realizing he may have to back to that one, healing up, but is it good enough? This is a very good position for the human. But the demon, he's still the issue.
It's a 10-foot disadvantage again. The Breakers are drilling through that bear army. Metamorphosis almost over. Getting another one. Level 6 in the Naga. Will we see Cyclone there as well? Or Tornado? Or is it just level 3?
Do it. Do it. I think he wants to. He's microing the Naga. Not yet. The demon can't lose him, but there's a TP on him. Certainly should not lose him. Metamorphosis over, and he evacuates.
Wow, Yumiko holds this. Naga stays alive. Moonwells now. How good they are. How good these Moonwells are. GG! A little bit anticlimactic, but what a game have we witnessed here. We do this rarely, but let's take a look at the stats. Oh boy. 32,000 gold or resources for Yumiko. 125 units produced.
That was an awesome game. What a fun game. I was thinking, man, this series is coming to an end quick, but the last game provides. These two, if you haven't noticed before, guys, whenever these two play, you gotta watch.
Yeah, it's like guaranteed fun. Guaranteed fun.
We had 2 new subs, by the way. First time ever sub by Dr. Metwurst. And the 5-month resub by Mechanics, saying appreciate your hard work. Thank you guys so much. Hui.
Wow.
And that means we have the final now. And it's, again, it's the rematch from the upper bracket. Focus versus Moon.
That's gonna be good, man. Focus beat him 2-0 in the winner bracket final. That was a huge surprise. Actually, it was a surprise to it that the match happened that day. But yeah, Focus winning that 2-0 was against all odds, I think. Moon in the best shape since 2015. And he just bulldozed him into the lower bracket. Will we see the revenge of Moon? Will we see the first Moon tournament win since AWL? this will be answered in quite a bit. We'll take a little breather here, but we're gonna be right back to Warcraft with the grand finale of Bamboo Cup from PandaTV. Moon versus Focus. See you in a bit.